Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, Drake. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the toss, Drake going left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Niners 9, Cardinals nothing.
Second and 9 from the 44. To throw is Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And 9 at the 49ers 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
Niners 9.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No, wait. 13.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
3-yard line. 4 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on third down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, 49ers 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pettis now on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike 11. 11. You have to get tired of seeing me. Mike 5'9. Mike 5'9. Here it comes. Here it comes. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, check. 13. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Check 15.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got him back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
San Francisco.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll try and run it. A strong running. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Murray a give. This is Drake. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Drake. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down. In the backfield.
Alexander. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, 49ers 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
On second down and 4. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second time, defense. Second time, defense. Watch out. Switch.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 35.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Niners 29, Cardinals 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And able to rip rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Murray again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
And it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Don't stop that motor. Today's final.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will...
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come on me, this they new Chanel.